Hi guys, my name is Taina, I'm Olympic boxing specialist and this is the Ciência do Box channel. So guys, like I said in the last video, today I'm going to start with the techniques in boxing, okay? Boxing have 4 groups of technique. We have combat position, different combat position, especially depending the distance you are from your opponent. And we have footwork, there are 6 techniques of footwork. We have strikes, we have 12 punches in boxing, 12 technical punches in boxing. And we have the defenses, okay? So we have defense with hands, we have defenses with elbows, we have defense with body, that we call dodges, and we also can defend using the footwork techniques. Today I'm going to talk about the playing steps. That's what I'm going to show you today and teach you. So the playing step is the first technique of footwork, number 1 and the most useful and important in boxing. On the playing steps, every time you want to move, the first leg to move is always the one who is close to the direction you want to go. That means that, for example, if you want to go forward, this leg is more forward than this one. So that means that you need to move this one and then the back. If you want to go back, it's the opposite, because this one is more close to this direction. If you want to go to the left, the same thing. If you want to go to the right, the same thing. Every time you do any technique in boxing, okay, even a combo or any move, you need to realize that you need to start always from a good combat position, and when you finish, you should always be in a combat position. You should go back to a good combat position. My coach in Cuba always say that if you want to be technical, start good and finish good. So that means that you need to start from a good combat position and then you need to finish to a good combat position, okay? So some details about the playing steps is that you need to keep the line from your combat position, okay? That means that if we go forward, you need to keep the line. If you go back, you need to keep the line. You cannot go like this, and then when you're moving your forward foot, you lose the line, okay? So you need to keep the line. Doesn't matter what side you're going, you need to keep the line with your position. Second detail, when you move, doesn't matter what direction you are going, when you move with the playing step, if you move 10 centimeters with the forward foot, you need to move 10 centimeters with the back foot. If you move 20 centimeters with this foot, going back, you need to move 20 with this one. Of course, because if you move 10 and 50, you're going to lose your position, okay? So when you move with the playing steps, always step with the same distance with both foot, okay? This is really important so you can keep always your position. Basically, this is the playing steps. You can also go in diagonal, back, left, right, forward. This is a really simple technique when you do only the playing step. But the thing is, the playing step we use a lot when you are going to punch, do a combo, when you are moving and hitting, when you are moving back and hitting, when you are moving forward and hitting, when you are moving to one side and hitting. We use a lot of punches, okay? And also we use defense with the playing steps. Then the playing step become a little harder because you need to coordinate a lot, okay? But the most important thing on this video is learn how to move with the playing step, understand, practice. You can practice a lot with this. If you know boxing already, you can start to use that and always coordinate the playing steps with your hands. If this technique is new for you and you already do boxing, maybe you should start to coordinate the punches with your footwork, with the playing steps. So that means that when you go, for example, with the line punches, when you go with the jab forward, coordinate the jab with the forward foot, you coordinate the straight across with the back foot, okay? So like this. When you go back, it's the opposite, okay? So the jab will always go with the first foot to move. So when this leg go back, you go with the jab. When the forward leg go back, then you work with the straight. Go to the left, jab go with the first foot, straight go with the second. To go with the right is the same thing, okay? The jab will always go with the first foot and the straight will always go with the second foot. So that means that if you're orthodox, it doesn't matter what punch you are going to throw, you will always coordinate your left hand with the first step on the playing step. Doesn't matter the direction. And your back hand, you are coordinating with the second step on the playing step. Doesn't matter what direction you are going. Another thing really important that the Cubans always use is when you are with a playing step, you never go with your ankle first or your full foot when you step. No, you always step with your metatarsal first and then you put your full foot on the ground. So this is the playing step. I hope you like this kind of video. Leave your comments on below if you need this technique or not. And if you're my student from Monarchy, practice at home. That will help you a lot when we practice in class. So this is it for today. Tamo junto. Box tem muita ciência. Fui!